Oh, sir, there's been an accident. The automaton has stepped on a man, crushing his leg and crippling him for life. What have I told you about this? Remember when I was making jokes about, like, them possibly crushing people? Apparently it wasn't a joke. It can indeed happen. Slow down the efficiency of the automatons. No, we can't drop the efficiency on those guys. You're crazy. One automaton is worth 10 of you. I'm sorry to say there's a price on human lives, and the price is one automaton for 10 of you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Frostpunk. I'm your host, the Birdman, known as Falcon. We're in the Arks scenario, which has kind of taken a bit of a turn for the more difficult aspect. We started this run, things were going marvelous, I would say. But now we are starting to get a little bit worried, at least I am, with this entire drop in temperatures coming up really soon. We're gonna have to start relying on the heaters to heat up the Arks right now, as you can see. We don't have them on, these are rising back up, but after this temperature drop hits, we have to have the heaters on. Because we can't keep them off and just let this drop again, because the next thing that will happen in 2 days will be yet another temperature drop of 2 levels. And for that one, we might even need a couple of heater upgrades, now that I'm thinking about it too. So there's definitely things that we have to start focusing on when it comes to heat. So our main priority right now is going to be coal and just heating going forward. We have one automaton back home, heading back home, and you're heading off somewhere else as well, but we can also call you back if we need that coal on you. So it's not necessarily like we're in a terrible spot, but there's definitely, we have to kind of like be cautious going forward right now. That's the easiest way to put this down. We have to be really cautious going forward. So let's see here, 17.2. Only four people are sick. Yeah, I know, I would like to just heat everything up so we don't have to worry about that. We do have rations that we could drop in for these people that are sick, right? But they're gonna be ready to go by the time workday starts, so it seems like a waste of rations for this one. Well, one of them just apparently got sick right now, so for that guy it won't be so... about a day. Fine. 16 hours. We'll have to drop it for that guy there. Okay. So we're going up to the red, which is good. That's kind of good to see. We're gonna need it as well because the coal's gonna be a problem. Now we do have an automaton working the coal thumper. We normally need 2 gathering posts for the coal thumper, the level 1 one. Right now, the only people I was able to spare was enough for 1. So I hope that can help us out here going forward. Let me look at my economy here really quickly. We're gaining 605 coal a day, and we're only going through 144. But mind you, that's without heaters on and the power level for the quarterly 1. So it's a really good surplus at the moment. So that much we have kind of alleviated. But once we start turning this on for the temperature change, it's going to be a problem then, I would say. I need to start getting maybe the resource depot up and running for supplies, perhaps, right? So, like, now thankfully you don't have to be nowhere near close, so I could just place you, like, all the way back here. And that should be fine. Should be fine. They'll get over to build it at some point, perhaps. And you have a ride back to the city with 107. Now, I could... Or that was a scout, actually. Not the scout. Well, it was a scout, but it was the automaton. Now, with the automaton, since he's back, I called him back for this reason alone. I want him here. I want him here right now, because I think we're gonna need him. So, I'm not sending you out anymore. Do I have to deconstruct anything for that? We have 4. So, the automaton, how do I get you off of this situation here? Disbanded, right? Yeah. So disband for now. We have the automaton freed up now. Great. Somewhere, he should be freed up somewhere. Showing up somewhere. We have 4 automatons working everything, it does seem. That should not be the case. Do you have to, like, pop out of the beacon or what? Are you floating above? Are you floating above? There he is. Okay, he just popped up out of nowhere. Alright, so as you can see now, we're going to have this completely filled up, but then the temperature's going to drop. What I think we'll do is we're going to let this run without the heaters for maybe day 12, and then we'll turn it on at 12 to reheat everything up and be ready for the 13th drop. Yeah, so we're going to have to be kind of like smart about this. That being said, we're completely capped off on wood, and we're about to cap off on coal, which is the reason why we need these freaking resource depots over here available as soon as possible. So, coal is not a problem because right now we're going to get that temperature drop, so we're going to turn those heaters on. There it is. So, let's go ahead and go up to steam level 2. Which should be enough for you as well. That is being built over there? Yes, it is. And even though we're stocked up on wood, I would say we don't make this... Well, let's make another resource depot right next to it if we can. Oh, that's that the right one? Yeah, resource depot. Let's make another one right... Oh, it doesn't fit. I guess we can just fit it right here. That's fine. You're going to be for wood for now, and the other one's going to be for coal. And the one freed up automaton should help me, I think, build that faster. Running around doing this thing. We got the range upgrade as well. We're not... I don't think we need that on just yet, though, do we? Let's see here. And you guys are dropping. I know. We'll turn you the heaters on soon enough. Let's go over to you. And with the range upgrade, you are now heating up all these things over here. Let's turn this on. I'm going to be using more coal, but that's okay. That's fine. And again, the Arks are freezing, but soon enough, soon enough. What's your deal? You're not collecting coal because we are storage near capacity. Well, that'll be taken care of right here. Researchers, we have some good supplies now. Let's think about these improved heaters. Yeah, or 150. I think as long as we have the improved heaters, we'll be fine for the 2-level drop. So let's do that one instead. We'll be fine for that one because that 2-level drop's only going to last for a couple of hours. Not even an entire, well, almost an entire day, really. But with the improved heaters happening, even if this drops to some degree, it'll still be fine. The problem right now is going to be making sure that we turn these heaters on in time for it to warm up yet again. What's the problem now? Stuck automaton. Sir, an automaton has tangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other, and that means shutting down either the automaton or the building. The automaton will be unable to work for the next 12 hours. Shut down the coal dumper. Oh. Well, either way, we're screwed, when you think about it. We're screwed either way. It's the same outcome. I think we'll do the automaton, though, because there should be a stockpile of coal behind, and the gathering guys will continue to pull it, right? So let's shut down the coal dumper for 12 hours, and whatever coal is back there, the gatherers will continue, and the automaton will be freed up to do something else for me for a while. You're going to fix yourself in 12 hours, right? I don't have to do anything else over there. Better not. So coal over here, good. So that situation's under control. With the freed up automaton momentarily, then, what can we do with him? We should definitely take this advantage to do something, and I would say maybe for 12 hours you just come back and work the steel for now. Sure. Okay, now Falcon, remember, you gotta turn the heaters on at some point to re-warm those things up. I think this is gonna be the time right now. Serious accident, we had an amputee thing happening now. Oh no, this is not the time for this! Oh, sir, there's been an accident. The automaton has stepped on a man, crushing his leg and crippling him for life. What have I told you about this? Remember when I was making jokes about, like, them possibly crushing people? Apparently it wasn't a joke. It can indeed happen. People argue that the automaton should walk more slowly and carefully, even at the cost of their efficiency. Slow down the efficiency of the automatons. Hope will rise, and they're gonna drop efficiency by 10%. We can't afford it. I will take the discontent hit. We can't afford that, I'm sorry to say. Oh, that's barely anything. No. We can't drop the efficiency on those guys. You're crazy. One automaton is worth 10 of you. I'm sorry to say there's a price on human lives, and the price is 1 automaton for 10 of you. That's just how it works, unfortunately. Now, you're going to be amputated here, which is a problem, because I don't even have the amputee thing researched. So that guy's going to be there inoperable for a while. What happens if I want him back and we need to get level 3? Which we should have enough for, obviously. I'm going to be pushing the steel quite a bit, but we can probably do it. Ugh. Once day 12 hits, I think we turn on the heaters then. So for now, let's go forward. Nobody's freed up? No. Only, obviously, the amputee. Don't commit suicide. I'll try to get you set up with a prosthesis soon. There goes the improved heaters, which we'll need at some point. So now, let's go down to, I guess, level 3, man. I guess level 3, steam coal dumper. Anything over here that jumps out to me? Medical pulse upgrade. Should have probably gotten this a while ago. Especially now with illnesses becoming a bit more frequent. Generator efficiency. That's not bad as well for the coal. How are we doing right now with the coal? Let's go back to economy here. Okay, see, now the consumption is very high. And that's even without the heaters on, boyos. That is without the heaters on. Ooh. The heater's on for this, which you need like 4 of them. Ooh, good God. It's only a 10% efficiency, but man, it might have to do for now. Is what I'm thinking. Oh, but then again, the coal dumper isn't producing coal right now because it's broken for 12 hours, so it's taking that into consideration too. Yeah, okay. So there is that. Once that's up and running again, we'll have coal being produced. So maybe it's not exactly the end of the world as I was worried about. That being said, heater efficiency, prosthesis. How long do I think I have before that guy tries to commit suicide on himself here, huh? He better not. I'm gonna go with this one right now. He better not. Day 12, we turn those heaters on. Please, start working again. Please! How much more time? Can you tell me how many more hours? Gosh darn it. Oh, the automaton's still here, huh? I mean, is there anything I could have them do meanwhile anyway? Not really. I mean, there's wood over there, but wood's not really my concern right now. It would be more coal, but there's really no... Well, we got some coal over here, 51 of it. Automaton, that cost an issue. Go work that small little coal pile. 51 coal about to come in. Oh boy, I'm excited about that. Alrighty, and... Oh boy, we gotta turn those heaters on now, boys. I know it requires at least 1 worker. I'm just waiting for that to do its thing. How much coal do we have here? 425? That's good. So my gatherers are still doing their thing at least. Might have to even work 24 hours soon when this happens. We'll see. Alright, let's turn these heaters on now. 2 extra coal per hour shouldn't necessarily sink, as I would say. But they need to be warmed up for this temperature drop coming up, so we can't really risk it. So you'll start seeing this go back up. What do you mean it's freezing? No, it's not. It's livable now. Don't lie to me. Don't make me worry even further than I already am worried about. Okay, now it's back up and running. So, now we could definitely say, oh, you finished up the coal pile. Hey, good on you. Good on you, buddy. There you go. And you're about to reach that location soon enough. And this guy does have coal on him, so if we need emergency coal, we could come back. Although I'd rather have him find some more steam cores. We have, speaking of steam cores, we have enough for almost 1 more automaton. We need a bit more steel. If this could be produced now, I think we should be fine. You know how this is, it says Automata City? Oh, right, but we need 1 more. Do I win? I'm not sure. Do I win if I get this completed now? Or is it going to give me like another task? Because I could easily build another one soon, stick his ass into the hothouse, and would that be it? I'm kind of curious if this is all I have to do to win this scenario. It would seem like a really quick scenario, but I'm not sure. I mean, you're trying to achieve it'll probably tell me to have to like keep it running that way for like a couple of days, right? Afterwards. That's what I imagine would happen. But again, the quicker we get it done, the less I have to worry about temperature drops going forward, right? Alright, so you arrived over here. And we have found steel and more coal here as well. No steam cores though, which is the only downside. A narrow path we were investigating led onto a large flat landscape. The snowy plains we have discovered seem promising. We've already observed a dozen places worth exploring. Frozen pond. And more steel. Oh boy. Well. Do I need that coal on you? Remember, we now have you running again, so let me check my economy one more time. We're going through more coal than we are producing in a day now, even with the dumper up and running. We gotta negate that. We have to get into the positives. Have to get into the positives. Because I'm considering making another coal mine now, which would take care of the coal issue. But then, I'd have no steam cores left to make the 5th automaton for the Automata City. We'd have to go find that other core that we've talked about, but we're having no luck finding it at the moment. So do I call you back for that coal right now that we could use, or what do we do? Would we find that at the frozen pond? Would we find it in the empty shelters, the windswept snowfield? It's a gamble. I'm gonna call you back home and then I'll probably send you up north. I don't want to use that core for the coal mine, as much as I know it would kind of help us out right now, but it just feels like I need to get that Automata City up and running soon to avoid further conflict down the line. Mind you, I've never done this scenario before, so I'm not sure what the hell I'm aiming for. This is all just like, if you know what happens, and you're like, that's not what works, Falcon, then I apologize. I just haven't done it, so I can't be like, this is exactly what I have to do to win. Okay, coal's up there. What's up there? Storage limit has been reached. That extra gathering post could be useful right now. But the problem is, where do we pull people from? Where do we pull people from? We can't pull people from anywhere. Unless we make the automaton. But we need more steel for that. Make the automaton, make the gathering post, put the automaton in there, and then we have more coal being gathered that way too. I guess that's an option. Oh, you know what I could do? Since this... You're at 495. I could cycle the automaton off and on momentarily. I guess that's a possibility. Let me try this out. Gathering post. I mean, it's not like it's asking too much of me. So... Gathering post, like, obviously right here. Make this straight. Through there. Let's see if this works out. Maybe we could cycle. If not, I'll make the extra automaton and stick his ass in there. Is what I'm gathering. Okay, so level 3 has been reached. Now with this, steel coal mines available now. And, oh, it requires 2 steam cores to make the upgrade to the coal mine. So even if I wanted to do it, I can't. I'm gonna wait off of this. Let's get you guys off of this for a while. You know what? Maybe by freeing those guys up, we could put them in there, and then the extra automaton can run off to do something else. As a matter of fact, since we're about to build it, I will put the automaton in the hothouse to see if that clears up the autonomous city thing and maybe open up the next thing that we have to do. Sir, an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter to you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They're plain people, so it reads like bad poetry. But here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. So hope will rise slightly. Good. I was hoping he'd like found like a stash of core somewhere. Like, oh hey, by the way, we found this. You want it? Yes, indeed, I do. Your thankfulness doesn't really do much for me. I'm sorry to be cold-hearted right now, but it's the God honest truth. It doesn't do much for me at the moment. Alright. You guys need to finish up this freaking gathering post soon. The automaton's still here, right? Still doing his thing momentarily? Yeah, he's still assigned to it anyway. Okay, so now the freed up people, get your booties in there. Ah, we need a bit more steel. Yo, automaton! Give me the steel, dog. I'm gonna probably have to make these guys work 24 hours to get this automaton up and running too. Or we can just wait, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so these guys, as you can see, are now fully warmed. I could risk turning it off for a while. Sure. It'll start dropping again. And maybe turn it on like almost before that hits. This is me just trying to be as stingy as possible with this coal situation, and I'm kind of worried. I'm worried about it for no reason, maybe in the long run. Let's give this a try here. Just a couple of hours off. I don't think it's gonna kill us, right? Let's see. 97. We need 100. 100 steel? Or I think I actually need a 95 only because we got that efficiency thing. Yeah, it's only 95. It's gonna require 47 coal too, which I'm kind of glad I turned that off momentarily then. So, oh, no engineers, right? Let's get 5 of you off of this gathering situation for now and put you into that and make me 1 more automaton. It's gonna be an entire 10 people will consider it right now with this automaton up and running. And you know what? I was considering 24 hours, but discontent will rise. Discontent will rise. There's a possibility that when you make them work 24 hours, they'll have heart attacks. Why? I don't know. I've been asked to work overtime plenty of times in my life back in the past, but I've never just fallen drop dead from a heart attack because I've been asked to work overtime. But it happens here in this game. Oh, you brought all that coal back too, though. Oh, baby, I forgot all about that you were coming back with that coal. That alone could have probably turned the tides for me quite a bit now. Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot for that. Now let's send your ass off to the empty shelter up here. And you scavenge the north for us. This extra coal right now has, honestly, I forgot all about it. It's probably has done a great deal of help for us. Oh, we're capped off on steel. Oh, because Homeboy brought steel, right. Ooh, boy. Yo, guys. Oh, because if we had more steam cores, I could make like 2 automatons in one go, but I don't have that. Well, we're capped off in steel as well, so you know what that means then? You are freed off. We're about to cap off on wood too. Once we make the automaton, I'm going to put him in here and put him back in here, and we'll see if this clears up. But for now, because you're available, the automaton's doing this thing over here. We don't need steel momentarily. Wood pile is almost stacked up. We need steam cores for an extra mine, so that won't work. Let's free off you guys for now. Have the automaton work that. And collect overnight. And because of the extra coal that we have, I'm going to say that temperature drop's almost here. Let's start, once again, turning you guys on. It was only a momentary little drop in coal that we kind of saved. But for all we know, it's all we needed. So we have 5 freed up people. Let's go ahead now and turn you back on. And add new research. So, what do we go with now? Resources. I feel like I have a new lease on life now. Streamline automatons, the prosthesis. Yeah, we can do that, I guess. Efficiency and heater efficiency. We have all this extra supplies, so we can definitely do this. The range. I don't think we need the range just yet. Maybe the power could be useful. Let me do the power first. Employ engineers. Oh. I mean, I was going to put them soon, but okay. Oh, there's... Nah, there they are. I was going to put them in there regardless of which, man. Power upgrade. Yes, right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Do I want your guys working 24 hours? With this temperature drop, it might not be a bad idea. Now, here's the thing. You guys have to help me out. Please, no heart attacks, okay? No heart attacks. Discontent will rise. No heart attacks. It rose quite a bit. But no heart attacks is all I ask. Now, economy. We're bringing in more coal per day than we're using up now. So that makes me slightly happier. Automaton, you've completely stocked up that wood thing, huh? Well, we probably don't need wood, so let's turn that off. And let's put you in here. Oh, did I not unassign you? Yep, okay. Let's put the automaton in here. So 2 automatons gathering, one of them producing the coal from the thumper. We now have 10 people freed up. So you know what that means? We could go ahead and turn this back on to get that power upgrade right now. Okay, boys. Hoo-hoo. I was worried for a while. But you know what? I think worrying helped me out. Oh, there's that drop. Ooh. Okay, all we have to do is survive this for a couple of hours. And by a couple of hours, I mean 24 hours, but you know what I mean. So you're going to be dropping. Luckily, the heater that we have on will cause us to drop, but I don't think it'll go completely to zero before this. And if we get to day 14, I think we are easy sailing ahead. Like, there's no problem ahead of us going forward. So, 2 people sick. Yeah, it's to be expected. We might want to turn you on, I guess, and we'll even turn you on. You're already on anyway. So, keep those warm. Economy now. Wow, we're still bringing in a lot more than we are using up. Ooh, boys. Cookhouse. Turn it on. We can afford it. Alright. And food's not a problem. We never even switched to soup. I could have done that a long time ago as well, but I don't think we necessarily need it. So, this is fine. Dude, we turned this around. I was worried quite a bit. Like, it seemed grim, but maybe it really wasn't. Maybe I was just being too cautious. New automatons built. Alright, so we have 5 of them now. Pause momentarily, boys. Let's see about getting these autonomous city thing under control now. So, for instance, let's turn you on. Put the extra automaton there. This is going to reduce my... Oh, you know what? We did get the power upgrade though, right? Just now? Do we have enough for you? Yes, we do. 125 and 75. That would get us advanced heaters as well. Steam hub. Heater efficiency. Let me get this generator efficiency as well while we're at it. I want to see if I remove... Like, if I remove the automatons from here, then we're going to start hitting the negatives when it comes to coal again. But what I'm curious about is whether You're also going up to power 3, are you not? Yeah, you're gonna be there soon. I want to see if I momentarily just put the automatons where they have to be for this, whether that's the end of the run or something new triggers. So, this is risky, but it's only going to be on for a bit. We need to employ these two guys, one of them in the wood industry up here. On. Heater should be off, which it is, and put him in there. And then food industry in here. So, I think that would be the hothouse. So, you guys off. Okay. Autonomous City's now been completed. What does that mean for me? More things topped in, I told you. The city is autonomous. Excellent work. The seedling arcs are now being safely maintained by the automatons. All critical operations are secured, and we still have time to spare before the storm hits. If we're to have a shot at surviving, we have to gather as many supplies as we can. Oh, so now I have to wait for this freaking storm. I guess it would have been too easy to just been like, okay, you're good to go. Bye now. You've won. Hope has risen at least, which is fine. So, in 14 days, we have to be ready for this freaking storm. Build 5 houses. Disband all expedition and outpost. Okay. We don't have an outpost, I have to worry about that. Gather 8,000 coal. It's going to be a struggle, but I think we can do that. We need those steam cores for this then. And gather 500 food rations. So we're going to probably need even more food being produced. Okay. We have 14 days to accomplish all that over here. Okay. Oh boy. And we have 10 people freed up. We need steam cores. We need more automatons. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So, I just wanted to see, luckily by doing this, at least it gives you an idea what to aim for. So now what I could do is, like, once again, because we don't need the wood just yet, you off, go off, and... Do I need steel? Yeah, we have room for steel, I guess. The automaton is working that one. Oh yeah, the hothouse, right. You don't have to be in there. So off on that one. So let's put these humans back to work in there. And then the 2 automatons back over to this. That's how it was. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We got that done. Now we got 14 days to prepare for the storm. And otherwise, I think we'll be fine. I think it's only a matter of like gathering supplies. Now with this big storm, well, not a big storm, but the 60-degree drop I was worried about, we should now be able to expand our resources, and we have a significant amount of days before this issue happens yet again. It won't even be that bad, the next one coming up. Although more than likely after this one, we'll probably see a 2 temperature drop. But I think we'll be ready by then. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.